Just something I realized when I was looking at a different lathe than this one the other day as I was experimenting with it, and I find the motors on these very interesting now that I've seen them work, because usually this one's wired up to this vacuum cleaner, so the vacuum usually kicks on when you run the motor the second you turn it on, so you don't really tend to hear it. But when I was experimenting the other day, I was realizing that these motors, they're dual speed, and the lower RPM is 1725 RPM, the low speed setting. However, the high speed setting is 3450. So it's pretty much double the speed of low speed which is high speed. High speed is double the speed of low speed. But because it has that 1725 RPM setting, that means that the centrifugal switch on this motor, I think this is either a capacitor or repulsion start motor, but no, a capacitor or split phase induction motor. Sorry about that. But the centrifugal switch, because it has the lower speed set at 1725 RPM, it needs to shut off when the motor is around that speed. So pretty much that would mean that when the centrifugal switch shuts off and you have it on high speed, it needs to double its speed. And let's see what that looks like. Actually, we'll set it off on low first so you can see it. And it's very interesting because typically low speed on motors sounds a bit different than high speed. You can tell which is high speed. High speed sounds a little bit more natural. Let me take this out. Alright, I got that to stop rattling the pot over there. But yeah, this seems very natural for this motor. It sounds very happy running this speed, which would normally make me think it's on high speed. However, nope, it's not. It's on low. Now, there was another motor that I was looking at, and it had a sign here that said, start on low, then switch to high. Which was funny because they're saying start the motor on low and then switch it to high. Oh yeah, and on one thing with these motors, never switch it to high, turn it off, and then turn it to low. Because then it generates electricity and makes a really nasty noise. I found that out myself. Don't do it. But yeah, if you listen to it on high now, check this out. Oh, shut up. It's much less noticeable on this motor than the other one, but the other one you could tell it really tried, which is I think the reason why they said switch to low and then the high. But it's equivalent to just switching it to high and leaving it. There you go.